Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to this amazing session. So guys, in today's session I am going to discuss one important thing. So guys, before starting I need to tell one thing to everybody. So only 23 days to go for your ultimate dream day, NEET 2021 exam, September 12th, right? So I hope most of the NEET aspirants, especially those who are freshers as well as repeaters, they will be under higher pressure. So guys, for the next 23 days, the student who can handle the pressure efficiently, he is going to get succeed. He or she is going to get succeed who can handle the pressure efficiently and effectively, guys. So there is, in order to handle the pressure, you should have one clear-cut strategy with you. So if you are having some clear-cut strategy with you, means nobody can stop you, nobody can make you to collapse. So guys, the ultimate thing is that we should be working in a proper strategy. So how to work, how to make a strategy? So it is a big story. Today's session is all about making your physics easier for you in the next 23 days. If you are a student who is struggling in physics, cannot cross the 50 marks, cannot cross the 100 marks. If you are a student belonging to these categories, be happy, you are in a correct video, you are in a correct live session. So it is the most important live session to look on. Only 23 days to left. Okay, so it is the time. It's practically no student cannot complete all the chapters of physics starting from now. So it is definitely a very critical thing which is impossible. Now the best way to do is try to get a decent score. I will tell you one thing, guys. Okay, so if you just get a decent score in physics, that is around 120 to maximum 130, this is the decent score in physics. If you can score this decent score then it's more than essential. You will get around 340 marks in biology, and some 150 marks in chemistry, right? So if you can score these much marks, means how much are you getting? 120 plus 340, 460 plus 540 means around 610 to 620 you are getting. That is more than essential for now. Okay, if you are talking from today's scenario, means it is more than essential. So our target score for the next few days is 120 to 130, that is in physics. Got it, guys? So it is the most critical thing. Our plan for today's session is to tell you the strategy to score 120 to 130. So the first and foremost strategy, if you are a beginners always, guys, try to practice easy as well as easy chapters. Easy chapters is very important. Easy chapters plus the chances of getting it is in the exam is high. That is overall easy to a high or average weightage. Okay, so it need not be a high weightage, it is some average weightage also. Okay, this is good. And second thing is, once you complete the easiest of chapters with normal weightage, means you are having some basics in you. It is more than essential. That confidence, these easy chapters plus high weightage chapters will make you to feel somewhat safer in physics. You can score 80 marks here. Okay, you can score 80 marks here. But if you can practice the highest weightage chapters after completing this, if you can practice highest weightage chapters plus, which is difficult, they are difficult. Okay, highest weightage plus somewhat difficult chapters are huge chapters. Okay, they might be huge, difficult, high weightage. It is a combination of three. If you can read those selected chapters, you will get additional 40 marks. Believe me, guys. So almost if you can do the easiest chapters with normal weightage and highest weightage chapters which are somewhat difficult and huge, you can score cumulatively 120 marks. Other chapters which are risky, even though you read the chapter very well, you can't score that much. Because in NEET exam, they will ask you some critical questions. Can I tell you the example, guys? If you go and analyze from electric charges and fields and motion in a straight line, kinematics, motion in a straight line and plane. Okay, so any student who works very hard, okay, he is working very hard and try to practice a lot of questions from these two chapters. Even he practices everything. Both of them are the initial chapters of your class 11 and class 12 respectively. Even though you give your most of the time here, you won't get the easiest of questions in your NEET exam. You won't get that much easier questions. You will get somewhat difficult questions, tricky questions, and on that particular pressure day you can't score that much from that questions. The most probability is most of them will get incorrect sums. Okay, so that's why it is more recommended to finish the easiest as well as good weightage chapters first, and then to go for the highest weightage which is difficult, right? So this is the ultimate aim of today's session. We are going to discuss a lot of things. For that we need your support. So I hope till now I have spoke something to you. This might have given you some clarity. If you really enjoyed, means hit like. And let me self introduce myself. I am Sudharshan, a second year MBBS student in Government Medical College Erode. I am from Tamil Nadu. Guys, let's start it. Yes, straight away let's start, everyone. So I have given you the first category. The first category is what I told you guys. The first category is easy chapters. They are easy chapters, and they are having some easy chapters, and they are having some average or good weightage. Okay, not higher weightage and all. They are having some decent weightage in them. So they are easy. If their questions are coming from these chapters, means, and if your NEET aspirants read these chapters okayly, like he is reading it for good, means he has practiced enough MCQs, he has did enough things, means definitely he can score all the questions asked from these chapters. Okay, yes, let me tell you each and every one. The first one to start off with is wave optics. Guys, I will tell you one thing. Those who are my subscribers, everybody will know this. Everybody, guys, I will tell you. So how many of you completed the wave optics? So what is the most repeated question asked from the wave optics? Do you have any idea, guys? What is the most repeated question? It's YDSC. Exactly. Young's double slit experiment is the most repeated question in the wave optics. If a student practices some 5 to 10 models of YDSC again and again, yes Keshav, exactly. If a student practices the again and again some 5 to 10 models, they are having only 5 to 10 models, not more than that. If a student practices with that, means definitely you will answer the question from that YDSC. NTA will not ask that much critically in these chapters. So try to practice, give some 200%, go and practice the 5 to 10 questions. The 4 mark is guaranteed for you. The next one you have to see is dual nature of radiation matter. It's highly a formula based chapter, guys. More than thing, it's just a formula. If you can remember a formula in this chapter, means you are super. Pakka, you will score plus 4 marks. Okay, so already plus 4, here also plus 4 marks. And again, atoms is also such a chapter which is purely a formula based, and you need to be make sure that you should never commit calculation mistakes during your practice. You go and analyze, you will do mistake in calculations only, especially in atoms chapter. If you can remember the formulas, most often you will commit mistakes while solving only. So try to practice atoms chapter and MCQs in such a way you never commit the calculation mistakes or careless mistakes. So kindly look on it. Okay, right. The next one is the nuclei, guys. Okay, so nuclei chapter, again the most important topic in nuclei chapter is half-life. Okay, something is related to the radioactivity. The radioactivity topic in the nuclei chapter is the crucial. So definitely every student should have read some 10 to 15 models. Come on guys, tell me the 10 to 15 models related to the half-life of a decay, alpha decay, gamma decay, anything, it may be anything. You have to read it. Okay, how to practice in such a way. Those are typical questions. In every exam they will definitely ask. So these are short questions you should definitely practice. Then go for the magnetism and matter. Guys, it is not your magnetic effects of electric current. It is not your moving charge and magnetism. It is just magnetism and matter. If you just practice this magnetism and matter, I will tell you one thing for sure. That is one question is coming for you, and it is also easy question. Okay, it is not difficult, it is not critical, it is not at all tricky. It is a direct question from magnetism and matter. If you know the concept and if you practice everything nicely, that's all more than enough. You don't need more than that, right? Can you understand? So guys, till now if you have any doubt, you can directly ask to me. Otherwise we will wait and rectify it. Yes guys, do you have any doubts? I hope not. Great. We will continue. Till now we have discussed about 5 chapters. All the 5 chapters are the most easy as well as scoring for you. It is the praise for, it is the gift for all the NEET aspirants, right? So we will move ahead. No doubts, Class. Yes, I will come back. Then the next chapter is your EM waves, right? So I am discussing the most important topics in the chapter, okay? I am not only telling the chapter, I am also telling about the most important topics in the chapter. So please note it down. For dual nature, the photoelectric effect is the important, and de Broglie's wavelength, okay? De Broglie wavelength and photoelectric effect, definitely one question will be coming from there, okay? Nothing to worry. We will go for EM waves. In EM waves, only one formula, guys. Anywhere you go, the final formula you should know is that formula which connects the speed of the light, the electric field and the magnetic field. That also another thing is C is equal to 1 by root under mu naught epsilon naught, right? So these are the things which are the crucial and the essential. So try to do the practice all the sums related to these three stuffs: speed of the light, electric field, magnetic field, and mu naught, epsilon naught, and related thing. Everything you have to read. Maxwell's equation, that current, displacement current is somewhat okay. You have to practice some problems related to displacement currents. That's all, not an issue. And finally, guys, come on. Yes, great. Come to the 7th chapter, which is semiconductors. Semiconductors means it is almost open up to all the students. Guys, the semiconductors questions, do you know, only 3 questions are repeated again. The first question is, of course, everybody know, guys, my aspirants, my subscribers, my students, everybody know, logic gates are the first typical questions from the semiconductors. And second one is that rectifier things like amplifier, CE, common emitter mode, common base mode. So the related to thing, beta, the amplification factor, alpha, everything. This is the typical most question. And third, if possible, sometimes they are asking Zener diode, rarely Zener diode or photodiode, okay? Zener diode or photodiode related problem. Nothing other than this, guys. They are asking only these things. They are not asking after, nothing other than this. So prepare semiconductors in such a way you have to master it even when you are sleeping, okay? Even when somebody wakes you at midnight, your maximum sleep, you have to answer all the questions from semiconductors, because it is that much important. It is also having higher weightage. It is almost 2 questions are definitely coming from semiconductors, which are easier, okay? So make use of it. It is the most important thing. Yes, sir, how much marks will get if we study those chapters? If you study these 7 plus 5, 12 chapters, you will get 80 marks for sure, okay? If you study this 7 plus 5, you will get 80 marks. So after completing this, I am having 4 more chapters. If you complete these 7 plus 5 plus 4, 12 plus 14, if you complete this 16 chapters, you can score definitely 120 marks, definitely, guys, okay? 120 marks is guaranteed for you if you study the 7 plus 5 plus 4, okay? So yes, I hope I have tried my level best to give you the most important concepts of complete class 12 7 chapters. Now we are going for some chapters of class 11. So in class 11, what are the things which are essential? The first one to start off with, easier as well as some scoring definite questions comes from KTG and thermodynamics, kinetic theory of gas and thermodynamics. Do you guys know down from kinetic theory of gases, most often they are asking some problems related to diffusion of gas and some statement based questions related to the properties of ideal gas, right? So they are asking some questions related to diffusion as well as some statement based MCQs from properties of a kinetic theory of gases, right? So this is the most typical question. After that, they are asking that average velocity, mean square velocity, RMS velocity, most probable velocity. So they are again testing these type of velocities and the factors determining it, and that's all. They are repeatedly asking this one. And another formula which conducts the pressure and density, so that is 1 by 3 rho. Yes, one. So P is equal to 1 by 3 rho. That formula is also very important in KTG. That's all, guys. If you practice some 60 to 70 MCQs, more than essential, nothing needed more than this. Okay, now come for, sir, is transistor important? Yes, ma, definitely transistor is important. You have to look on. Yes, any other doubts? Yes, any other doubt, ma? Transistor is important. You have to note down NPN transistor, PNP transistor. So that is also somewhat important, but definitely yes, transistor is important topic. How to read it? Yes, come back again. Thermodynamics. When it comes to thermodynamics, guys, thermodynamics is all about only one thing. Guys, what is that? In Cartwrights Engine is the most repeated topic they are asking from the thermodynamics. To be more specific, so see this diagram. So in NCERT they might have given this diagram for you in Cartwrights Engine, that is related to the efficiency. So we are having 4 processors here, and I will tell you one thing, guys. If you are 200% thorough and having some 200% clarity in this Cartwrights Engine topic, and if you can solve some formula based MCQs in thermodynamics, then nobody can stop you. You are going to get short marks easily when they ask question from thermodynamics. Okay, so don't worry, definitely it's a good question. Definitely you can expect, you can answer if you prepare this Cartwrights Engine efficiently, effectively, right? Yes, any other doubts? I got a bigger doubt here. I completed my all physics chapters, but there are some questions which are theoretical, they are always wrong. What can I do to decrease the chance of getting wrong? So Sunit Kumar Dubey, I will answer your doubt, Kana. So the main thing is, Sunit Kumar Dubey, if you are getting some conceptual difficult questions in your exams, the first thing you have to do, try to practice NCERT examples and exercise question. Okay, so NCERT examples plus selected NCERT book back exercise question. Okay, note down my words: selected NCERT book back exercise sums. Okay, don't do all the thing, try to do some selected exercise sums. So all the conceptual questions in the NEET exam are asked only from NCERT examples and exercises. They are not asking out of NCERT. They will only ask from the NCERT. If you can master the NCERT all the examples as well as NCERT book back questions, definitely you can answer all the conceptual problems that you are getting it wrong again and again. Okay, so if you keep on repeating getting the difficult and wrong answers, means try to figure out in which chapter are you getting, to be particular in which subtopic of your chapter are you getting repeatedly mistake answers in conceptual questions. So try to figure out those topics, try to practice all the NCERT exercise and examples, even if possible time permits, go for exemplar and practice it. That's all, guys. Definitely Dubey, you can rectify your problem of solving conceptual questions incorrectly. Okay, so I hope you have done this. Okay, tell me in the chat section, is it okay for you? Are you satisfied? Definitely it will happen. You can do it, Kana. Okay, great. MS bro, 100 marks வாங்க முடியுமா? Daily 5 years physics படிச்சா இப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. Definitely MS, definitely it's possible. The thing you have to do, you guys just note down my selected chapters. These 12 chapters plus 4 chapters, you have to do some basic things. I will tell all the things for you. So I think MS, you are in my physics crash course app, in our app. So I have told you target NCERT clearly. Okay, you might have known target NCERT, in which I have given you the selected NCERT examples and exercises which are almost equivalent to NEET questions difficulty. So you have to practice all the NCERT examples and exercises first, then go with try to solve some MCQs in your not all, try to solve some MCQs in the NCERT at your fingertips, that MTG book, NCERT at your fingertips book. Try to solve those MCQs, not 100, try to solve some 50 to 60 MCQs of repeatedly higher weightage topics only. Okay, so note down, it is most important. This is the second process. So after completing this process, go for the third one. The third one is NEET previous year questions. Okay, NEET previous year questions, don't take it as a rest, take it as a practice. Try to look at everything in that NEET previous year questions, and finally if time permits, go for JEE previous year questions last. Okay guys, all these two are try to practice NEET previous year questions last 10 years. Okay, so last 10 years of NEET previous year questions is somewhat good quality, and JEE previous year questions last 3 years first. If after completing 3 years, go for some 5 years. Okay, so last 5 years of JEE previous year questions and as much NEET previous year questions possible. If you do all these things and take a test in my app. Okay, I have picked you the best 25 MCQs guys. Okay, so best 25 MCQs chapter wise for you. So if you can do all these 5 things properly with thorough explanation of all the MCQs that you are practicing, then you are the king. And final step after this is revision. Okay, you have to revise everything that you have did for a particular chapter. Go on, after completing these 5 steps, you have to start from the beginning again. Go on target NCERT, see the questions again, go and look at the MCQ NCERT fingertips book, all the MCQs just go through now. Also practice NEET previous year question, also practice JEE previous year question, also take a test again and read the explanation of all the MCQs of a test. Nobody can stop you. You are going to rock in physics. Believe me, it's going to happen. So now come back again. So I have told you the list of very important as well as easy chapters. If you read these chapters, you will get score. So this is KTG Thermodynamics. Now comes to the solids. In solids, the only question they are repeatedly asking is modulus. Okay, that is 3 types of modulus we are having: bulk modulus, Young's modulus. The 2 bulk modulus and Young's modulus are very important. So you have to try to practice all the subtype of questions, all the models of questions from Young's modulus, bulk's modulus. That's all more than essential. Okay, and I have included the units and measurements also. Guys, do you know what is the 3 problems keep on repeatedly asked in units and measurements? The first problem is dimensional analysis. Everybody know this one. Okay, dimensional analysis. We know that dimensional analysis is the typical question from units and measurements, but you don't practice optimally. Okay, you have to practice, write and do. Just seeing the dimension question, it's very simple, I will do it, that means you will forget, you will commit mistake in the future and you will realize later only. So try to practice. Even if it is an easier question, try to practice guys. Practicing only brings out the better version of your NEET aspirant. So try to do some MCQs fastly. Don't write it like art, beautiful Mona Lisa art. Just make it as a rough sketch. That is more than essential. And second problem comes from the units and measurements is error analysis. Definitely a student should answer all the questions from error analysis. Okay, it is very simple. They are repeatedly asking that percentage error, relative error. Again and again they are surrounding around these problems only. So try to practice some 5 to 6 models only in error analysis, more than essential part. So once if you do this means you can crack units and measurements also. And finally NLM, they are again the same model is repeated again and again in NLM, Newton's laws of motion, friction. So if you again guys, the key is that just practice some typical questions which are in MCQ NCERT fingertips. Just you can do it means 7 plus 5, 12 chapters, you will score 80 marks guarantee. Okay, 80 marks is sure if you practice these 12 chapters first. Okay, you have to do all the process that I have told you, these 5 processes: target NCERT, fingertips, previous year questions, JEE, NEET, last test taking, best 25 MCQs for you, and do the revision. That's all. Nobody can stop you. Now it's the gold standard question comes. Now I am left with 80 marks. Is that essential for me? Is that okay for me? I could not get my ranks now. What I should do? You should get 120, right? Our score is 120. The remaining is 40 marks. If you follow the next few steps what I am telling to you, you will bridge these two guys. 80 and 120 is bridged if you follow the next few things. The next few things is, now you are going to practice the second category chapters. The second category chapters are, they are high weightage. Okay, they are having literally high weightage, but they are somewhat difficult. You have to do extra efforts, you have to do extra practice, you have to do intensive revision. So if you follow these 3 things for the next few chapters, what I am gonna tell you is, if you do this means, if you practice very level with fullest determination and hard work, definitely you can score. You can bridge from 80 marks to 120 marks. The 40 marks lies in only these 4 chapters guys. The first and foremost chapter is your rotational motion. Okay, rotational motion is very, very difficult according to me. Moment of inertia. If a NEET aspirant has some imaginating power, if he or she can imagine efficiently and if he can correlate his imagination with the formulas, then he is the master class. Definitely he can answer all the questions from rotational motion after some practice. Okay, so rotational motion, the most typical question is moment of inertia, as everybody knows this one. Okay, after that, Nobody knows. I'm gonna tell you the rolling motion, guys. Okay, the rolling motion question from rotational motion is very, very important. And the next thing which is very critical for you is specific heat capacity. Note on my words, guys. Specific heat capacity, which has been asked from KTG, thermodynamics, thermal properties of matter. So it is the very important question. Specific heat capacity is the most important one. They are repeating it again and again. So specific heat capacity, moment of inertia, rolling motion are the crucial elements of the physics. So note it down. If you can figure out moment of inertia and rolling motion, you can score 3 questions in your NEET exam. Note on, guys, note on my words, it's true. I am talking after a thorough analysis. Moment of inertia along with the rolling motion, best MCQs. Practicing means that's all. You are the king of rotational motion. You can do it. You can definitely crack it. So now comes for the second question. It is a bit tricky chapter. So it's ray optics. Ray optics, guys. Actually, no. I will tell you one thing. How many of you are having fear about the telescope, microscope concepts? Are you having that much fear about the telescope and microscope concept? Tell me in the chat section. Or you are a master of those two things, telescope, microscope. You are a master, or you are having some fear in it. Tell me in the chat section, guys. Come on. So Naira Paul, what is your doubt, ma? Sir, please ek bar aur samjha dajiye. I will revise, ma. Stay with me. I will revise it for you. After telling these 3 things, I will definitely revise everything here. Okay, I will sum up. Yes, actually no, the microscope and telescope concepts are a bit difficult. But if you analyze the trends, the NTA is asking, the CBS is asking, they are not asking that much questions from microscope and telescope. They are not asking that much questions, guys. So if you can't read those topics, means if you can't answer the MCQs asked from the microscope and telescope, means just leave it. Don't worry, they are not at all asking. Hardly only one question comes from that. Okay, hardly only one MCQ comes from microscope or telescope. So nothing to worry, you can just leave it for now. If it is not coming for you, if you can do it, means just practice. If you can't do it and again getting fear, means just leave it. That's just one question, so just leave it. Now tell me, guys, will you leave it, or again go and worry about this microscope or telescope? Just leave it, believe me. Okay, the next thing, instead of practicing these microscope and telescope, go and practice what I'm gonna tell you in ray optics. First of all, practice the concepts related to the application of refractive index. So there are some concepts related to the applications of refractive index. Like, I will tell you one thing. The one model they are repeatedly asking is that ratio between apparent height, okay, apparent height and real height, apparent height and real actual height. So this is the formula they are again and again testing in basics to refractive index and applications, especially in a ray optics chapter. And second question they are again testing is the second one, guys, note it down. They have testing about the critical angle, okay, critical angle and prism. Critical angle and prism, you have to note down. Critical angle is the next concept which is interrelated somewhat to this, and you have to note down the prism, guys. The rays coming, so the prism is like this and a ray hits it, and what happens to this ray, whether it is going outside or whether it is coming like this. So the next possible MCQ from the ray optics is prism. After completing the apparent height and the real height, you have to practice some important MCQs in prism, which are the most important and critical questions, guys. Okay, so I hope you will do this. And the third question, again and again, the ray optics they are asking is some problems which are somewhat difficult. I will agree, but they will ask some conceptual question. Every year, if you analyze, no, they are asking one easy conceptual question from ray optics, like the sun rays, sunset, and something related to the easy things they are asking from the ray optics, which are very important. So kindly note down. So these 3 are the typical questions from ray optics, guys. Got it? So refractive index applications, they are the apparent height by real depth and the critical angle and prism structures, and conceptually easy questions again from the wavelength and related stuffs. That's all. Okay, so I hope you have got some clarity in the ray optics. Now we go for the third chapter, that is the current electricity. What happens really in a current electricity chapter? In current electricity, if you can analyze, the first thing they are again and again asking is, you have to make sure you know the color coding of the resistors. Definitely, okay, should never commit mistake in mastering, brother. Yes, pa. No bro, I will leave just formula படிச்சிருக்கேன், ஈஸியா கேட்டா அப்ளை பண்றேன். சூப்பர். Okay, reading physics takes long time, makes me feel very nervous. So yes, it's happened, but actually no, you can just read some important MCQs. Don't read all the chapter. Okay, you don't need to read all the MCQs or all the topics of a chapter. Just read the most important. That's I'm figuring out. No, just I'm telling to you know the most important topics and subtopics in a specific chapter. That is most important. I hope you will do this. Got it? Now come for the current electricity. The most important thing that you should apply is Wheatstone Bridge. Wheatstone Bridge is very important, guys, and following it you have to practice Kirchhoff's laws based MCQs. Okay, I will tell you, I have took a session in Unacademy Learners app. I have took a session in Unacademy Learners app. I have given you the complete concept of Kirchhoff's laws. I will guarantee, I will make you sure that if you watch that Kirchhoff's law session, that current electricity session, definitely you can answer any question asked from Kirchhoff's law. I have given you such a clarity there. In that session I have given you the most important concepts to practice and answer the MCQ asked from Kirchhoff's law. So kindly do it. It is the most important, guys. Attend the session. The link is in description, or go and search in Unacademy app as Sudharshan R. Okay, if you search in Unacademy app as Sudharshan R, you can find my ID, or in the description of this video you can find my ID there, and go and search, go and find out the current electricity. Okay, current electricity topic. So find out the current electricity session. Go and watch from 15th minute. Okay, go and watch from 15th minute to 50th minute. I have took in half an hour, but I have given you the entire concept clear cut. So kindly do it. It's going to change your life entirely in Kirchhoff's laws. So guys, the next thing, after completing the Wheatstone Bridge as well as the Kirchhoff's laws, now it's time to practice some questions from potentiometer. Okay, try to do some MCQs from potentiometer, if possible some meter bridge. Okay, possible, not 100%. Meter bridge, and of course everybody will do these two things, two models: resistors combined in series and parallel, cells combined in series and parallel. These two are what can I say, whenever you have started NEET preparation, you might have almost answered 10 to 20 MCQs repeatedly based on the series connection, series and parallel, cell connection, series and parallel. So they are the most crucial thing. So try to do it as much as possible. So this is the typical questions asked from the current electricity chapter. And last one is the magnetic effects of electric current. Guys, I will assure you one thing: if you are conceptually strong, note down my words, if you are conceptually strong and you can you can remember some formulas in magnetic effects of current, means then you are the king. They are asking only some conceptually formula application questions. Okay, you need to be conceptually strong as well as you need to remember the formulas, and if you just correlate these two, you can easily answer MCQs from magnetic effects of. That's all. Nothing more than that. They will never ask you some critically difficult questions. You have to remember the directions. That is the most important. Conceptually strong means you have to remember the directions correctly and how these things changes and according to the given scenarios. If you can figure out this one, then magnetic effects of current is a piece of cake for you. You can take it and put it in your mouth. That's all. It's a very simple one if you can do this, guys. In today's video I have narrated a lot of things. It is the single thing, guys, I have narrated entirely. If you wish, you can take the screenshot of the same. Okay, you can take the screenshot of this page, guys. Kindly take the screenshot. You can do it. I hope I have given everything. Okay, so this is the thing I want to tell you, guys. First of all, physics, easy chapters, 12 chapters, you will get 180 marks. Okay, after completing those 12 chapters, if you practice the next four chapters efficiently, effectively, you will get the next 40 marks, and totally 120 marks is guaranteed for you. And if you are a student who wishes to get 180 out of 180, you have to practice the rest of the questions with thorough revision and repeated MCQ solving and everything, guys. My only hope neenga dhaan, brother. Thanks pa. Thank you for this session, Anna. Thank you pa. Okay, right. Definitely you will score a lot of marks, guys. Okay, so last thing I wanted to conclude by telling in today's session is this one, guys. This one. One sec, I came here. This is the thing I want to tell you at the end of today's session. Just believe in you, okay? Every time during your NEET preparation, one question again and again is left unanswered. That question is, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I crack it? Will I get MBBS seat this year? Will I get a MBBS seat in a government medical college this year? This is the gold standard question, and it is the unanswered question in the entire NEET preparation. Even after completing your NEET exam, the moment on that moment you are taking your seat, no, before that milliseconds you will be having this question: can I still do it? Can I do it? Definitely do it. Believe in you, okay? Just believe in you. You will do it, and you can do it for sure, guys, okay? So believe in you and do your works, and definitely you will achieve your success. Don't hear some other voices, some other things. Just believe in you and concentrate in your process, and you will get the enough results. 1 second, guys, I have to answer my call. Hello pa, Unacademy live la irukka, or 5 நிமிஷம் கால் பண்றேன். வந்துட்டேன். Okay guys, so I had a call. Okay, right. So guys, do you have any other doubts now? So I think this motivation is enough for you to do the practice of MCQs in physics, and I have summarized everything which is known to me, okay? So try to do some MCQs, try to follow. I can tell this one only pa, okay? So try to do, okay? We can plan anything. If we just plan and could not follow, it means it is everything is waste. So try to plan smallly in a short period of time. Try to do acute planning. Try to follow the acute planning as much as possible. If you can read a particular topic efficiently in a normal period of time, you don't need to prepare short period of time, no long period of time. In a normal average period of time, if you can read a subtopic, or if you can practice the MCQs from subtopic, means then it's more than essential. You need not complete all the topics in a short period of time. You need not complete all the topics of a chapter. You just read, or you just practice as important topic like radioactivity, logic gates, and MCG, moving coil galvanometer, cyclotron. These are critical must do topics. If you can practice all the type of MCQs from these selected topics and all, then nobody can stop you. You are the king. You are going to get 180 out of 180 in physics for sure, if you can do this for the entire physics syllabus, okay guys? So this is the thing I wanted to convey in today's session. So if you have any other doubts, now the live chat is open for you. You can ask your doubts now, otherwise we will end it up, guys, okay? If you have any doubts, you can ask, otherwise we will end it up. Come on. How to study smartly. So I have been telling you in today's session, Akshay bro, I am getting 340 plus in bio and chemistry 150 plus, but physics getting 90 to 100 marks range. How to improve physics in last days? Reply bro please. I have told you those 5 steps, Kanna. So I have told you these 5 steps now. So try to do this 5 steps again and again for the next. I have told you those 16 chapters, no, 7 plus 5 plus 4. So for these 16 chapters, try to follow all these 5 steps and give your test. Try to analyze your weak areas. Some weak areas might be present in you, okay? During your practice, try to figure out what are the weak subtopics. Don't figure out the chapter name. Try to figure out the subtopic in which you are weak. Try to figure out and try to practice 100 or as many MCQs possible in those subtopics only, and you will get some 30 to 40 marks extra in physics after that, okay? Yes, I hope your doubts is resolved. Now any other doubts are you getting, guys, or can we end it up today's session? I think no, right guys? Okay, it's the time. Now we will end it up. Okay guys, I hope you all had your dinner nicely, and it's the time, it's very important. So last, after your dinner, take some chill for 15 to 20 minutes. After 15 to 20 minutes, you start writing something. Prepare a mnemonic sheet, reaction sheet, formula sheets. So in the meantime, try to practice some easy peasy MCQs to give some motivation, get some motivation, and do it definitely give you a process now. The God is again looking at you consistently, even a millisecond he is noticing you, and if your process is good, if you are working really satisfactorily to you, then he will pick you and he will give you the medical seat for free. He will definitely give you a medical seat if you satisfy him, if you give your hard works, if you work sincerely here, if you give your 200% here, definitely he will pick you, he will give you medical seat. And the NEET exam day is going to do some miracle for you. The exam day is very important for all the NEET aspirants. Even if you practice 200%, if you are ready to prepare 200%, if you are getting more than 700 in your mock test, and if your exam day is not good for you, then your life will not comes optimal results, right? So even if you are getting some 400 to 450 marks, 500 to 550 marks in the mock test, don't worry, you just keep on analyzing your mistakes and wrong things, try to rectify it as much as possible from your end, and try to figure out your difficulties and try to rectify it. That's all. One day, the result day, on exam day, you will get rectified and you will get the results for sure. So guys, don't worry, try to give your efforts, everything, the results will be fruitful for you. The result will come very fruitful for you, and you will be in such a happiness once you write your NEET exam on the exam day, September 12th. So all the very best, give your level best. It's me, Sudharshan, signing off from Unacademy Sapiens channel. So but before going, I need to tell something about one most important thing. 1 second guys, wait along with me. I have to tell one thing to you. One second. Yes, and Unacademy is going to start all India mock test series for NEET 2021. So in this mock test, so it is going to be prepared by India's topmost educators. Okay, it is going to be prepared by India's topmost educators, which is going to be of NEET 2021 the one only. The difficulty level will be same as of NEET 21, which is completely free. The concept is that they are giving it free for you guys, so definitely you can do it. It is completely a free note, a free thing, you can make use of it. And the next one is, it is available in Hindi as well as English medium. You can select the English medium for sure, and then it is a video solution will be given for everything. The video solution will be given for everything, and the detailed analysis with the reports and mock test exams analysis will be given. So enroll for free. The link is in the description. It's going to be happen for the next 5 full syllabus mock test will be conducted. 1 2 3 4 5 dates are given here. 28 1 4 7 9. Use my code SUDHAR21 to enroll for free guys. Okay, you can definitely do it. It is completely free of course. The link is in the description. Go and enroll it, then we can see. Okay, it's completely free now. Just go click the link, use the code SUDHAR21, you can just do it, right? And the next one is, it is India's Unacademy largest weekly scholarship test, Unacademy Combat. Every Sunday 11 AM we will get the scholarships, and these are the things guys you can enroll for free. And Revisathon is a all India revision camp for 2021 has started. It's starting from 21st of August, tomorrow. 13 days revision booster, 38 top educators, 90 top sessions. It's going to revise everything for you. So these are the things I want to convey about all India mock test series, which is completely free. So the link is in the description, you can follow it. It is good quality only. Try to make mask and gloves with you and try to attend the session after that. So guys, so my data got over now, and the live can stop anytime today. So I hope at the end of today's session I have given you the overall picture in the physics. Any student who sees today's session, who just understood what I told in today's session, he can definitely make change in his NEET preparation for physics. So I hope I have did this. So hit like guys, that will motivate me, and do comment what is the thing that I need to talk about and what should be our future sessions. What are the topics that I need to talk about NEET 2021. What is your doubts? Kindly do comment and give your like if you really got something in today's session guys. So this is the most important thing that will motivate me. Take care. Thank you. Good night. Bye bye. Take care guys.